Hey there, welcome to another review on my channel. Please subscribe by clicking on the button on the bottom right of your screen and don't forget to turn on notifications. Our movie for today is Passport. It was directed by Nnamdi Atupulazi and released last year, that's 2022, in September at the cinemas. And now the movie has recently come on Netflix, so there is this renewed hype about the movie. We'll find out soon enough if the movie is worth this hype. What is this movie about? Cool. Oscar, played by Jim Iyke, is an Ajibota. He's being driven to the airport by his uncle, Jide Kosoko. They suffer a flat tire and Oscar is robbed of his bag, which contains his passport, something he can't travel abroad without. So, Oscar and his uncle contact a local champion, Kopiko, acted by Mr. Johnson, to help them retrieve the bag, which was stolen and sold by Kopiko's sister. So now let's get into the good and the bad of the movie, starting with the good. Of all the movies I've reviewed this year, this one is perhaps where just two things stand out. One, the acting of one character, Mr. Johnson, who played the role of Kopiko. Mercy Johnson carries this movie almost single-handedly. In fact, I'm surprised her back is not broken from the weight of the load she's carrying in this movie. I've seen Mercy Johnson play lover girl, university babe, a young mom, a village girl, a ghetto girl, and all of that. In all of this, Mercy Johnson has delivered. It's wonderful. A lot of persons have doubted her range, but she's proven once again that she can fit into almost any role assigned to her. Jide Kosoko, that is Oscar's uncle, that was okay as well, but to be fair, he didn't have to do much. Two is the representation of the ghetto, the grim reality in the ghetto where the quest for survival justifies almost every action. But really, I do not know why Oscar's uncle and Oscar took the ghetto route on their way to the airport. I mean, Oscar loves the good life, apparently, and they lodged in a good hotel in a developed neighborhood. And so I'm wondering, did they really have to pass through that ghetto street to get to the airport? Is it a case of them trying to beat traffic? Maybe, but the movie does not say so. The bad about the movie. Apart from the two positives I mentioned, every other thing about this movie is poor, could have been done better. Jim Iyke is a good actor, for example, there's no doubt about that. But in this supposed comedy, there is nothing comical about Jim Iyke's acting. And then for the other characters, I don't even want to mention their acting. The majority of them, they're just either very basic or poor. Then the second one, number two, Oscar tells the sister on the video call that his flight is for 6 p.m. and Oscar is already on his way to the airport. Now, after all the things that happened to Oscar and the uncle, everywhere is pitch dark, like there's darkness everywhere in the hospital. Kopiko asks Oscar the time for his flight again, and Oscar says it will be soon. It's obviously dark, and he had already told the sister the flight was for 6 p.m. Now, what happens there apparently is that the director has forgotten they had mentioned an earlier time in the movie, and this is quite embarrassing. And number three, there is this suggestion of romance towards the end of the movie as Oscar, calls Kopiko sweetheart and then promises to get her a passport, a visa, and then travel with her on vacation to countries of her choice. But was that really necessary? Even the shooting parts where Kopiko is shot, hassle with Terminator, was that part necessary? Oscar is promising to take Kopiko around the world, but his 2 credit cards, stolen and accessed, had less than 20,000 naira combined. He calls the sister on the phone to send him money, the sister refuses. So he doesn't even have a dime. So where is Oscar going to get the money to take Kopiko around the world, to get passport for Kopiko, to get visa for Kopiko? In fact, the money they spend trying to retrieve Oscar's passport is provided by Oscar's uncle, whom Oscar is still owing some money. Now, finally, save for Kopiko, that is Mr. Johnson, the movie doesn't pass for a comedy. And if not for Mr. Johnson's acting, the movie would have been unwatchable, unfortunately. And this is a 4/10 for me because I believe a lot could have been done better. But hey, what do you think about the movie and the review that I've made? Let me know in the comment section. My name is Nnamdi Atupulazi. Do kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you get to know whenever I post a review.